Hello, everyone. This is Ray Michaels for Hub Radio Phoenix and Street Talk, and I have with us the candidate for U.S. Senate here in Arizona. This is Jim Lamon. Hi, Jim.
Great. How you doing, Daddy?
Oh, we're doing great, and I got to tell you, I love the boots.
Yeah, Lucases are like walking around in your house shoes, right?
Isn't it true? Isn't it true? Now, Jim has been heavily involved in voter registration. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Felt like we had to counter what George Soros is doing. You know, that guy registers socialist, Marxist, so-called Democrats as well, all year long, not just up close to an election time. So felt like, given my company's success, that I had to go counter that. Right. So we set up an organization. We are now 5 offices around the state, 5 full-time personnel each, and that we just went over 800 volunteers last week. Wow. You're starting to see those benefits because we, of course, get the Secretary of State download. And literally last month, I don't know how long it's been before, but we registered many times more than the Democrats. And with what we're putting into it and the effort and the grassroots that are responding to our message in the campaign, I believe we're going to keep doing that all the way to Election Day.
And you know what? This is so important, the registration. As you said, you have these other organizations that are just getting people to sign their name. They really don't even know what they stand for, and they're signing their names, but you started out that. Now, you chose, because the last time we met, it was at one of the big rallies, and you were supporting a lot of the candidates, and you said that there was a reason why you decided to run for U.S. Senate.
Yes, frankly, it is the most important seat in the country, this election, because it'll determine who controls the 51st vote. We have 2 competitive states, Georgia, Arizona, maybe Nevada, and New Hampshire, depending on who runs. But certainly here, I can beat Mark Kelly. I will beat Mark Kelly. The guy has to go. I mean, he's just done everything wrong in terms of what he said he would do and what he's doing with open border, nothing to do with election integrity on the positive side, anti-school choice, you name it, that guy's against it. And when I went down the roster of who we had, we got some good guys. I mean, you know, they got R on their jersey, but none of those guys have the strength, tenacity to go what I need to do and beat Mark Kelly.
Well, I'll tell you what, you are absolutely right in saying that we need somebody who's going to stand firm on that constitutional and conservative foundation. And I know that the way that you talk, you definitely stand on those foundations.
No question. For the viewers, 3 things that when you say, you know, which of the candidates would I want to go for, who's been doing things for you behind the scenes? Again, business guy, not a politician, darn sure not a lawyer, thank the good Lord. But as a business guy, civil engineer, 6-year veteran. What I have done, well, thank you, sir. 3 things to look at briefly. Number 1 is that if you go to opensecrets.com, that is a way to see across the nation anyone who's given to a federal race ever, right? And of course, of my worthy R competitors, if you look for the last 3 years and look at all of them combined, you're going to get to exactly $0. If you look at Jim Lamon, you're going to get to 7 digits. Right. Because I've been supporting conservative candidates of President Trump's reelection, conservative candidates from Jim Jordan and Paul Gosar and folks like that across the country, including the conservatives we helped to elect in the Arizona House and Senate, of course, Anthony type of folks. It won't show up even the fundraisers that we do in my office quite often. So anyway, you got millions there that I've been supporting because I could, and it's the right thing to do. Second is during the audit. My worthy competitors were crickets. Right. 2 of them even went on TV, of course, on media and said, hey, you know, election's over, Biden's legitimate, et cetera. I was one of your 9 presidential electors. I sued. First, Governor Ducey said, Doug, stop. We need to take a look here. Something really smells a foul. He didn't, so then we sued Vice President Pence. All 9 electors we did. I would hope that some of that at least help spur on our great Senate, Karen Fann and others who started the audit. So I stand tall and proud. It says, even my company, we do an audit. I served 6-year military to make sure this republic has honest, open elections. So I've been there front and center. Third thing, as you just pointed out with voter registration, which other candidate is spending any money? And the answer is 0. I'm spending $100,000 per month between now and the election, like $1.8 million, to ensure that we go out and register good, strong conservatives to register to vote. So those are the kind of things. I'm not looking to pat myself on the back. I'm just saying, if you're looking to pick your candidate, who's been helping the American First candidates and causes over the last several years?
All right, if you can give me just three things, three high points that you think are the most important when you step foot into that position as senator.
Sure. Well, first and foremost is secure the border. What I've said on the trail, and I absolutely mean it, is no business transacts across my desk in the U.S. Senate without that border being secure. And I mean secure. I don't mean just, hey, well, let's go have a wake-up call with the Border Patrol. We're going to lock it down tight. Commerce goes through, but not people. Second is election integrity. I believe that from a nationwide standpoint, we should have voter ID. And I'm a technology guy. I own a great large company. We do a lot of technology design to build power plants. But I'm not so sure that in our elections that we can trust machines. I think it's that darn important. We got to do hand counts. So election integrity is number two. There's about 1,812 things is number three, because we got a hell of a mess in our country right now. I'm the guy who's strong. We'll go do it. But certainly things like water in Arizona, forest management systems, school choice, I got a whole long list we could sit and have a coffee over. But my goal is that I will put all of the top things that we need to do in our state into every bill that comes across until we get to things that Arizona deserves, and has a guy in the Senate that's for the people, not for the politicians, and certainly not for China, but America first.
Well, that is awesome. And Jim, thank you so much. When I think of the Senate, I think of protecting states' rights. That's why you go in there, and it looks like you're standing firm on everything that you do here for the state. And I know you love this state.
Love the state. 12, be 13 years. It's just a fantastic place to live. The people are great. I mean, we're just a great, diverse state of people who've moved here from everywhere. And when I go to rallies and meetings that we've been having so many of, 40 now in the first 9 weeks, people hold up their hands. 2/3 have not born here, right? So we got a great state. It's been just a great mix of all Americans. It deserves what I intend to bring to it, and that's be America first. I'm a proud American, again, not a politician. I signed a front of 1,647 paychecks as of last Friday. We're growing about 40 a month. As a veteran, I understand how precious this country is, and it's time that we stand up for the American people.
That's so awesome. Now, how does everyone get in touch with you, your organization? How can they support you?
Great, appreciate that. Jim Lamon, LAMON.com. We just opened up the portal 2 weeks ago for volunteers to sign up. We've had now 500 sign up already, so we're very, very blessed with that. And we got them coming in the office every Saturday at 10 a.m. We're working on getting them kind of into the system and getting things moving. We've also had 60,000 across the country that have signed up, and people starting to do those nominal donations, helping us out here in order to ensure that people across the country know how important it is to get that Marxist guy out of the Senate.
Yeah. All right. So you heard it here. JimLamon.com. He is running for the Senate, United States Senate, for the great state of Arizona. Jim, it's such a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much. And thank you. And on behalf of Jim, myself, Ray Michaels, until next time for Street Talk, we'll see you real soon.